Very good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to do one of the chapter, A Gift of Chapels, from your literature book, Honeycomb. So all of you take out your books and open it at page number 18, A Gift of Chapels. Okay, so for that I'm going to share screen with you. Tell me, page is visible to you? Page is visible to you? Gift of Chapels. Tell me, this screen is visible to you? Okay. So A Gift of Chapels, that is a very simple, very easy chapter. But before understanding this chapter, you should know the main characters of this chapter. So for that, I'm going to write down the characters. You'd also write down on your books. There is first character of the chapter, that is a Mridu. Mridu is a young girl. Mridu is the main character of the story, and Mridu is a young girl. Okay. Next we have Tapi. Its name is also given in this chapter. Tapi is grandmother. Grandmother. Okay. After this, we have Thatha. Tha. Thatha is grandfather. Thatha is grandfather. Then we have Lalli, Ravi, and Meena. All these are cousins. Okay, all these are cousins. So before understanding this chapter, you should know the names of main characters of this story. Mridu is a name of a young girl. This is the main character of the story. Tapi, it is grandmother of Mridu. Thatha is grandfather of Mridu. And Lalli, Ravi, and Meena all are the names of Mridu's cousin. Okay. So now let's read about this chapter. So now raise your hand who is going to read first page. Okay, Ridhima, you read first page.
A smiling Rukumani threw open the door. Ravi and Meena rushed out, and Ravi pulled Mridu into the house. Wait, let me take off my slippers, protested Mridu. She set them out neatly near a pair of large black ones. Those were grey, actually with dust. You could see the clear mark of every toe on the front part of each slipper. The marks for the two big toes were long and scrawny.
Okay.
Mridu did.
Wait. See, in this chapter, what is basically told, Mridu is a very young girl. Okay. And she was grown up in a place, Chennai. Okay. Earlier, what was the name of Chennai? Its name was Madras. But now this name has been changed. Madras has become now Chennai. So Mridu was brought up at that place with her grandmother Tapi and Thatha, her grandfather. Okay. So once upon a time, it was a time of afternoon. Tapi takes her to her aunt Rukumani's house, and she went there to meet her cousins Lalli, Ravi, and Meena. So she went in the house to meet her cousins there. So what was happening there? A smiling Rukumani, she opened the door. Ravi and Meena, both her cousins, they came out, and Ravi, one of the cousin, pulled Mridu into the house. So she says, okay, please wait. Let me take out my slippers. She was against them. Please, before entering the house, let me take out my slippers. So she kept her slippers, which were of black color. She kept them aside. But now those slippers have become gray. Why so? Because of dust. And the marks of the toes were very much visible on the front part of the slipper. And the marks of the two toes were very much long and scrawny. What is the meaning of scrawny? Scrawny here means very much thin. It is given in your book also. Scrawny means very much thin. And according to text, it means skinny shoes. It means his toes were very much thin. That's why these marks were printed on chappal, printed on slipper. Okay. Now same girl read second paragraph.
Ridu didn't have much time to wonder about whose slippers they were because Ravi dragged her to the backyard behind a thick bitterberry bush. There inside a torn football lined with sacking and filled with sand lay a very small kitten lapping up milk from a coconut half shell. We found him outside.
Wait, I will be explaining one paragraph. Okay. So here, Mridu was not having so much time to think about that whose slippers were they, because Ravi was insisting her and dragging her. Dragging means pulling. Write down the meaning of dragged. Dragged means pulled. Write down the meaning of dragged. Underline this word. Dragged means pulled. So Ravi was pulling her to the backyard, and where he was pulling her behind a thick bitterberry bush. Okay. So inside that there was a torn football, but this torn football was covered with sacking. Sacking means very much hard cloth. Write down the meaning of sacking. Sacking means very much hard cloth. And it was also filled with sand. Okay. And there was a very small little kitten which was drinking milk. Lapping means licking, which was licking milk from a coconut half shell. Clear? Now read next.
We found him outside the gate this morning. He was mewing and meowing. Poor thing, said Meena. It's a secret, Amma, says Pati. We'll leave for our Padu Mama's house if she knows we have a cat.
See,
People are...
now wait. Now the cousins told her that from where did they get that kitten? They told that this kitten was found outside the gate this morning, and they found that this cat was mewing. It means it was making sound. It was told by one of the cousin, Meena. Okay. So she says that it is a secret because if Amma will come to know that these children are having kitten, so what will Amma do? She will put that in Padu Mama's house because she doesn't like pets at all. Okay. Now, next paragraph will be read by Drishti.
Yes, ma'am. People are always telling us to be kind to animals, but when we are, they scream, "Oh, don't bring that dirty creature here," said Ravi. "Do you know how hard it is just to get a little milk from the kitchen? Pati saw me with a glass in my hand just now. I told her I am very hungry. I want to drink it. But the way she looked at me, I had to drink most of it to throw her off the scent. Then she wanted the tumbler back. Pati, Pati, I will wash it myself. Why should I put you to trouble? I told her. I had to run and pour the milk into this coconut shell and then run back and wash the tumbler and put it back before she got really suspicious. Now we have to think of some other way to feed Mahendra. Mahendra, this little kitty's
Wait.
name is
Only one paragraph. We will go slow. So there is a one word, difficult word is given Pati. Pati basically is used for grandmother. In Tamil language, grandmother is said to be Pati. And throw her off the scent. What is the meaning of this line, this phrase? It means mislead her so that she will not understand the real purpose. Now see, those cousins, those are very much eager because they wanted to arrange milk for that poor kitten. In this paragraph, it is told, wait, in this paragraph, it is told that it is always told by people that we should become kind to animals. But when it means children are saying that every time we are taught this thing, every time we are told by elders that we should be kind to animals. But when we really love animals, when we become kind towards them, what happens? Elder people, they start screaming, they start shouting. Why so? Because how do they speak? They speak, don't bring that dirty creature here. Isn't it? It happens or not? You are children. Suppose if you bring any pet from your lane and you keep it at home, your elders will support you or they will scold you. Tell me honestly. They will support you or they will scold you. If you bring any of the pet from outside and keep it at your house. Kushi is saying scold. What about others? What are others saying? Okay, others are also saying me. Yes, elders will scold them. Okay, so same happened with these children. So they were telling about their experience, and one of the cousins, she says that it is very difficult to manage milk from the kitchen because she had to tell a lie in front of her grandmother. Pati is a grandmother. So when that girl was holding a glass of milk, so she had to tell a lie in front of her grandmother by saying that she's feeling very hungry and she wanted to drink milk. But the way the grandmother was looking at her, she had to mislead her so that she should not understand the real purpose why she wanted milk. After that, grandmother was waiting that after drinking milk, she should give the tumbler back. But she had to do little bit acting. She said, no, after drinking milk, I will wash my tumbler myself because I did not want to give trouble to you, grandmother. Okay. After that, that poor girl, she had to run out from the kitchen and she had to put that milk into the coconut shell. Okay. And she washed that tumbler and put it back. And she got really suspicious. She got really suspicious, means she was becoming doubtful that she should not be caught. Now we have to think of some other way to feed Mahendran. What is now Mahendran? When I was telling you about the characters, I did not tell about you Mahendran. What is Mahendran? Because you people will be telling me. Mahendran is another character. But who is that? Yes, very good. So many students are sending me right answer. That is a small, poor kitten. And children have given Mahendran name to that kitten. Okay. So Mahendran is the name of a kitten. Now, Arpita, you read this. Arpita, you are not audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, now you speak. Read this paragraph.
Mahendran. This little kitty's name is Mahendran. Bidu was impressed. It was a real name, not just a cute kitty cat name. Actually, this full name is Mahendra Verma Palva Punia, MP Punia for short. If you like his fine breed of cat, just look at his fur like a lion's mane. And you know that what the emblem of the Asian Palwa kings was, don't you? He looked expand, expertly at Mridu.
Mridu giggled.
Mridu giggled.
Okay, now wait.
Think I am joking.
Wait. Now, in this paragraph, it is given Mahendran. Mahendran, you can imagine that Mahendran can be a name of a kitten. Have you ever listened in your life that such kind of name, Mahendran, it is given to a pet? I think no, not at all. Text me and tell me, have you ever listened? Okay, so many students are sending me. No, they haven't listened that the cat, a very beautiful, very sweet, little cute kitten, has been given a name Mahendran. But this little kitty name is Mahendran because Mridu was very much impressed because it was a real name. It is not just a cute kitty cat name. Actually, full name is Mahendra Vara Palwa Pune, MP Pune for short. And it is a fine breed means it is a kind of one animal, that is cat. And the fur of that animal was very, you can say, of fine quality, just like lion's mane. When one girl was reading that paragraph, so she spoke like lion. It is not lion, its pronunciation is lion. All of you speak lion? Yes. Try to speak lion.
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 Yes.
Lion.
Lion. So its resemblance was just like a lion. And what is the emblem of ancient Pallava kings? So when these things were told by Mridu, so he was looking at, so with a lots of surprise, Mridu giggled. What is the meaning of giggled? Giggled means to laugh softly and slowly. Expectantly means hopefully. Okay. They were looking at Mridu with hopes and Mridu started laughing. Okay. So now write down the meanings. If any of the meaning is skipped, you can write down. I'm going to repeat. Rushed out means ran out. Take off means to remove. Scrawny means skinny. Dragged means pulled. Sacking means very much hard cloth. Kitten is the young one of cat. Lapping means licking. Mewing, mewing means sound produced by a cat. Scream, scream means cry. Pour, pour means to transfer from one place to another, from one container to another container. Suspicious means doubtful. Emblem, emblem is a symbol or sign. Ancient means old. Ancient means old. Expectantly means hopefully. Expectantly means hopefully, and giggled means to laugh softly. Okay. Now, Drishti, you read.
Yes, ma'am. Nidu giggled, think I am joking. Well, just wait. I will show you sometime. It's clear you don't know a thing about history. Haven't been to Mahabalipuram, have you? He said maliciously. Well, when our class went to... Yes, ma'am.
You pronounce the word correctly, beta. It is speak mystery. Speak mystery. Mysteriously.
Mysteriously.
Yes.
Well, when our class went to Mahabalipuram, I saw a statue of his Thathas, etc. Fact is, Mahendra here is descended from that very same ancient cat, a close relative, scientifically speaking, of none other than the lion. The Palwa lion, emblem of the Palwa dynasty. Ravi went on walking around the bitterberry bush, waving a twig up and down, his eyes sparkling.
Okay. Now see, Meena told Mridu that they had found a kitten outside their house, and now the children were in problem because they had to keep it as a secret. Why so? Because when grandmother would come to know that these children are having a kitten, so definitely grandmother would leave their house immediately because she did not like pets at all. But Ravi was very much kind towards the pet animals. Okay. But elders, they used to say that the animals are dirty. This kitten is a dirty creature. They did not like the attitude of Ravi. Okay. So Ravi brought milk from the kitchen. He gave it to the kitten and he told Mridu that what name has been given to the kitten. What name was given? It was Mahendran. So Mridu, when she came into their house, she came to know about this story. So she really liked the name. So she got that information all about from Ravi that the complete name was Mahendra Varam. Okay. Pallava Pune and MP Pune in short. So Ravi told Mridu that he could make out from this fur a very fine breed cat. That when this kitten would grow up, so definitely what will be the result? It would become a very fine breed cat, and this cat would look a very close relative of lion family. Okay. So Ravi was proving his knowledge about history. Okay. He was proving about his knowledge about history. What things were told by Ravi? Let's read further, then I will be telling you that what Ravi was telling to show off his knowledge. Ravi told that Ravi told to prove his knowledge that once upon a time he had gone to Mahabalipuram. Okay, he had gone to Mahabalipuram and he had seen a statue of a lion there. And he believed that this it was the ancestor of that kitten. And he spoke this thing with very much confidence that this kitten was the descendant of Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. And he also told that people used to worship cats in the old time of Egypt. So he believed that this kitten was descendant of cat goddess. Okay. So this knowledge was shared by Ravi with Mridu. Now, Namya, you read this. You read it further. Yes, Namya. Voice is not audible. Unmute yourself first.
Ma'am,
Yes, now it is audible. Speak.
this cat is a descendant of none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat.
Descendant.
Okay, ma'am. And if I may just remind you, they worship cats in ancient Egypt. How he loved the sound of his own voice. Meena and Ridu exchange looks, sorry. What does that have to do with anything? Mridu demanded. Who I am telling you this cat is a descendant
Descendant.
from the descendant Egyptian cat good. No goodness basted. Yeah, that's it. So
Yes, try to speak. Read it further.
well, one of the descendants of that cat's
Again and
goodness.
again you are speaking this word wrong, beta. I have told you 2 times the correct pronunciation. Descendant.
Descendant
Yes.
of that cat goodness was a stowaway in one of the Pallava ships, and his descendant was the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, whose descendant is Ravi flourished his twig at the Mahendran MP Punai. Her boob he shrieked, very pleased with himself. Mahendran looked up alarmed. He had just been sharpening his claws on the edge of the coconut shell but worse than Ravi's awful
EEK was a screech. Okay, just wait, I read. Mahendran looked up alarmed. He had just been sharpening his claws on the edge of the coconut shell. But worse than Ravi's awful whoop, EEK was a screech from the window. What a weird sound. Weird means very much strong, very much strange sound. If Mridu was to underline this word weird and write down its meaning, it means strange or unusual. If Mridu was startled, MP Pune was frightened out of his wits. Here, standing on end, he bounced up and scurried towards a bamboo tray of red chilies that had been set out to dry. Trying to hide beneath it, he tipped a few chilies over himself. Meow, he howled miserably. The screeching went on and on. What is that noise? Said Mridu. Now the conversation among children was going on. That is Lali learning to play the violin, grunted Ravi. She will never learn a thing. The music master just goes on playing like a train, whistling on and on, while Lali is all the time derailing, going completely off track. So now, when Ravi was boasting of about his knowledge, and he was sharing his knowledge about the breed of the cat, that it was of a very fine breed. It appeared to be a very close relative of lion family. Okay, like of the Pallavas kings, they used in their emblems. Okay, so at this remark, Mridu was giggling. Giggling means she was laughing. Okay, so it really provoked Ravi, that Ravi really wanted to prove his knowledge. So, in order to prove his knowledge of history further, he told that once upon a time when he went for the school trip, so what happened there? He had gone to the Mahabalipuram, and there he had seen a statue of the lion. He believed that this cat belonged to that particular area, and he was declaring this thing with lots of confidence, that this cat was the descendant of Mahabali Puram Rishi cat. Okay, and after that he also shared this knowledge that people used to worship cats in the ancient Egypt. Okay, and this kitten belonged to that cat goddess Bastet. So when such kind of conversation was going on, in between, at the same time, a strange sound, a very weird sound, screech came from the window. So Mridu was shocked that, while on the other hand, Mahendran is the kitten, she got frightened. So Mahendran, after listening to that sound, she jumped on a tray of a red chili out of the fear. Okay, so Mridu asked Ravi to tell her about the strange sound. So Ravi told that whose sound was that? That it was Lali. Why so? Because Lali was learning to play the violin. Okay, so Mridu saw through the window that Lali was holding the violin in a very awkward position, and she was beating away from her music teacher. Rest of the chapter we will be continuing tomorrow. We will continue this chapter tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.